Beep, ba, boo, boo. All right. Again, we are live. Thanks for coming.
Okay.
Where's the old... Oh.
Did you eat those pieces of bacon?
Yeah. You told me they were in the microwave.
You told me to eat them.
There's 2 pieces of bacon in the microwave if you want them.
I mean, I would eat them.
I'm just trying to see if you ate them.
Whoops. All right, I think that's right. That's right, that's right. Everything's right. Let's get this out here. Well, let's double check. Yep. All right, let's start this show. I feel like I'm forgetting something. 3, 2, 1. Go Nintendo Podcast, Webisode 677, the Esper Podcast.
It sure is, boys.
Long Brain.
Uh-huh.
Can you tell us about Esper, please?
Sure. Esper is a small bipedal feline Pokemon. Its fur is mussed, like mine, and a pale gray color, with the exception of its ears, which are cream-rimmed, and its paws, which have short cream socks. It has wide annular, A-N-N-U-L-A-R.
Annular.
I think that's a word I've not seen.
Annular.
Annular, lilac eyes with darker purple pupils.
Wow.
It has a small triangular nose and a tiny mouth. When it's open, 2 pointed teeth can be seen on its upper jaw. It has a small, fluffy, slightly curled tail. Its ears, quite large in proportion to its body, are folded. Beneath them are 2... Oh, that was so hot out my nose.
Ew.
I made my eyes water.
Long Brain, please. This is a professional show.
What did you eat?
It was the Diet Coke, I think.
Literal pieces.
But before, when I burped, raw meat complained that it stunk, so I tried to hold that one in my mouth.
Well, now you know what it was like.
It was beef jerky burp.
Oh, those are the worst.
Oh my God, I've done an amazing job.
Congratulations.
That's the best cleaning I've ever done.
Would you do mine?
What, your glasses?
Yeah, sometimes you clean your glasses. I feel like the less time I spend actually cleaning them, the better they are. Like if I'm just like clean, and then I move over, clean, and then I look, I'm like, wow, these look so much better. But if I spend like 5 minutes on each lens meticulously cleaning them.
Great job.
Yeah, well, I mean, I guess at some point you're just kind of like pushing all that gunk around.
Yeah. You really get the stuff out of the corners and smear it all over the rest of the lens.
Yeah.
Long Brain, please.
After I run, I like wash my glasses, like a little soap and water.
After I run, I'm a runner.
Which reminds me, I just got an email from the Turkey Trot.
Oh, all right.
They're asking
yeah,
early registration.
Thanksgiving is right around the corner.
And they're giving you a starting corral, so you got to post time for them to give you a
Long
corral.
Brain, can you finish Esper?
Its ears, quite large in proportion to its body, are folded. Beneath them are 2 ring-shaped yellow-colored organs. These organs emit Esper's intense psychic powers, and said power would leak out were the ears not sheltering the organs. Esper is solitary in the wild. Each acts on its own and values its independence. Oh, they're very cute. Esper is a psychic Pokemon. Its abilities include Keen Eye or Infiltrator. Its hidden ability is Own Tempo.
Keen Eye.
You can find males and females in equal proportion in the wild. Esper in general weigh almost 8 pounds, and they're just a foot tall. That's pretty cute.
That's pretty small.
Yeah, they're pretty cute. That's it.
That's pretty good.
Oh, okay. Thanks, Mom Brain.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Hello to the Aloe Wolf and Christopher and It's a Trap and Cammy and Swedish Galaxy 94 and ZX Billy and Drew and Sarah and Spectre Bazaar and Patrick Rogers and Elias B and Who's Mab and Giant Reggie and whoever else I didn't see in here. Thanks for joining us. Oh, he's here. Let's pretend like we didn't start. Well, I hope he gets here because we got to start the podcast.
What's today's Pokemon?
Esper.
Esper.
Today's Pokemon is Esper.
Esper.
We can finally start the show.
You could have started before.
We did! We're on it right
there! You got me so bad! Oh, man!
You missed 4 minutes.
Right down to the Pokemon talk.
Did you like that?
I know, that was good. That
I'm
was real
not good at this thing.
I know. I was very surprised. I was like, oh, she's really going for it.
I'm sweating.
Man, you
That
think
was
you know a
good.
group of people, and then they dupe you like that.
That is good. Hello, Santiago. Okay, so first I have to get this out of the way.
First, do you have an extra pair of underwear I can borrow?
Yes, I just got
'Cause
brand
you got
new
me
underwear.
You got me that good.
I could loan you a pair of his banana
Crotchless
rabbits.
panties.
I got bright yellow underpants for him. They're great.
If you're listening to the, iTunes MP3, whatever, the download version of the podcast, you heard a special intro for our sponsor for this week, which is Nicholas for Code of Princess EX is our sponsor on this week's podcast.
Haven't you been playing that?
I haven't played it yet. No, he sent it when I was, or Nicholas sent it when we were in North Carolina, so I haven't had a chance to play it yet.
You played the original though, right?
Yes, I did play the original. Yes.
That's what I thought.
So thank you to them for sponsoring this week's show and next week's show. But yes, you got double sponsorship. But I needed to say
it's like a regular person's name, but it's spelled differently. That's true.
Nicholas.
Yeah, Nicholas.
Oh, I don't know. Want me to text them? Probably won't tell me the answer. Tell me something dumb. Second, Kirby.
Mm-hmm.
I have a surprise for you.
Oh yeah, you mentioned that.
But I didn't mention what the surprise was.
No, you didn't.
So last night and today, it took a lot of time, but I figured it out. I'd like to present you with something, Mom Brain. I need this. Oh, this is going to work perfect.
Oh,
you are now the iPad person.
Oh,
I
it's the
made
soundboard.
you a special soundboard. Now, there's 2 pages to fit everything. I figured it might be easier rather than scrolling down over and over and over again.
This is definitely
We go. That's so. There's 2 pages. That's everything. Plus, I gotta find it. There's one new entry. Where is it? So we're gonna give this a shot. I got it plugged into the speaker.
Should I turn the speaker on?
Yes, that would be good. Where is the one new thing? No. I gotta find it.
No.
This is terrible. Oh, here it is. Are you ready for the new one? Nikki Hill, are you ready for the new one?
The new soundbite?
One new soundbite.
Natalia, the sleuth.
I gotta turn it up. It's really quiet.
That's not Nintendo. Oh, wait.
Natalia, the sleuth.
Yeah, it was on there. It came to
It counts.
So yes, you have your 2 pages.
So
you
whenever you
enjoy.
mention something sluice related, I can use that.
You got it. You got it. Now, obviously, some of those sound clips are going to be very loud, and some of them aren't. So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
But
So you didn't normalize all the audio file. Like, I thought we were
Sloppy.
professional.
Sloppy.
it did not. No.
Professional slacker.
I figured since
Let's have a little fun.
Whoa, volume. No, that was fine. You're gonna have to know ahead of time.
I was going to say
Maybe rename them all.
I'm
Volume
sure.
up, volume down.
I'm sure. Ooh, that's a good idea. I'm sure some of them will be. I'm sure he'll learn the most popular ones are too loud or too quiet or whatever. Yeah.
You used to do this on your laptop, touchscreen laptop.
Mm-hmm.
One of the first.
I didn't have a
Excuse me,
touchscreen
I'm
laptop.
sorry if it smells.
Mom Brain did.
Yeah, that ThinkPad.
Oh
Had the
yeah!
pen.
Wow, I forgot about
That
that.
ThinkPad my dad
One
gave
of the
us.
early ones.
Also, like I said, it took me a long time to figure this out because I was looking for different solutions that give you graphical options, like an actual, an icon or something like that. And there were a couple sites that did it, but the problem is there's a lag between when you hit the button and when you get the sound, and that's kind of important.
Oh, so this is an app.
This
It's working.
This is an app, yes. It was Soundboard Lite, and I was like, it's light. Where's it going to screw me over? where's the limit? So I was reading about what's the limit of what I can do, all this crap. Well, it didn't say anything. So I made half the soundboard, and it came up and it's like, you've reached the limitations of Soundboard Lite. You need to get the full version. I was like, oh, great. So I went, and Mom Brain had gone to bed, and it's on her iPad, and I don't know her password. So I set it up earlier today.
Don't need to know each other.
Got the full app, and now we have the full board. And yes, all the sounds are local, so we're good to go.
How much was it?
It was like $35.
Did you buy it with my iTunes?
Yeah. What do you mean?
Because you're cool like that.
It's on your iPad.
I'm pretty sure that I had like a $10 gift card in there. You could have applied.
Whoops. Well, those don't automatically apply.
$35?
Yeah.
Did you?
It's a business expense.
Wow, that's crazy.
What do you mean? Well, you know.
Should I put the speaker closer to the mic, or I'm not sure.
No, we're fine.
Nicky Hill. We call him Nicky Hill.
I'm not gonna I'm not gonna go and download like an illegal key or anything like that. Do I think that's a lot of money?
No way! I don't believe
Do I
it!
think that's a lot of money? Yes, but it is the only app that did what I needed it to do and did it well. It is very well set up. It works very well. So I have it forever now. That can be what that iPad does. You know, I don't know that I'd say
I can't ever take it away with me now.
You don't go away super often.
Actually, my gram wants me to come before school starts.
How are you going to do that?
I don't
And
know.
you're
So
not.
she has to leave right now.
Oh,
Goodbye.
Yoink!
Squadala, we are.
That's not your job anymore, Rob.
I have them all in my head because because I was looking through all of them. It's in there somewhere.
Hey, Mom Brain.
Yeah.
Can't let you do that.
Oh my god.
Yeah, getting
Sorry,
the original sounds
it's
was a
on my
pain
place.
in
No, it's
the
okay.
butt. It took me so long to figure out how to get the original sounds off of
Why do you-
Soundboard.com.
Gotcha.
But I got them because I was saying to Mom Brain, I have no idea. I don't remember like downloading the sounds in general. I don't remember setting up the soundboard, but I did. So now we're back in action with Soundboard. There you go. All right.
Perhaps that was the most important
I
part.
don't remember if there is something else I wanted to talk about. Talked about the soundboard. Talked about. Oh, I wanted to say. I don't know if I'm allowed to. I don't. Not that I'm allowed, but I don't know if he wants me talking about it. But I've been listening to Name of Austin's music this week. It's been helping me, or it's been playing in the background while I'm working. And if you don't know, Name of Austin is a guy who did the intro song for our podcast, and he does other amazing music. And Twitter just like recommended me another Twitter account of his, and I was like, "Is this real? I have no idea if this is real." Somebody with his picture. I was like, I guess. So I texted him, and he's like, "Yeah, it's real." Got a link to his music. I would love to share it with you guys. Just it's not game related; it's just music in general because I've really, really, really been enjoying it. And he, has done a lot for the YouTube channel and the podcast. So I want to promote his stuff, but I think it's just like a pet side project. So I don't know. I'll talk to him and see if he's okay with me sharing that. But boy, oh boy, has that stuff been a lot of fun to listen to. So thank you to him for all that he's done for the podcast and the YouTube channel in general. And I would love to share that music with you. So hopefully I can. All right, let's do some news. Do we have a Falcon Punch in there? We don't, do we?
I don't think so.
I can easily add sounds. That's not a problem because
Should
this
hope
lets
so,
you
for $35.
this,
Yeah, right.
this lets you import through Dropbox. So I just uploaded all the sound files to Dropbox and then linked them through there. So yeah, if you guys get Mom Brain's burps on the soundboard, says Cammy. If you guys have any soundboard suggestions, yeah, you can leave them in the chat and I'll go through and read and see what anybody says. Hello, Shillelagh. All right. I think that's it. But I also don't think that's it. I think I'm forgetting something, but whatever. Let's do news.
But enough talk.
Oh,
How about you?
okay, so that's
That's
one of the
loud.
louder
That's
ones.
mark that one. Can you rename it as it is right there?
You might be able to hold the one that you just played. Can you rename it there? Oh, can you do individual volume on it?
Yeah, I guess you can.
Whoa!
$35 gets you a lot.
Should I put it like half?
Yeah, put it half and play it and see how it sounds. That's amazing.
But enough talk. How about you?
That was definitely quieter. Wow. Look and see, $35. That's
It's
what you
paying
get.
off already.
That's what you get.
I get it. Well, you got it, but I get it.
Bingo! Oh.
Man, that's great. You can rename them to what it's your board. You name them whatever you want if there's something that
It's
makes you
your board.
Hal's president. Hal makes Mombri.
Wario? Where?
Oh, I'm so sorry.
He
How
was-
made a WarioWare game?
Wasn't Hal one of the hosts of Talk Soup?
Yes, that's the Hal we're talking about. Hal Sparks. Yeah. Kirby. And Smash Brothers.
Starfy? No.
Starfy. Yep. No, that's Tos or Tose. Hal's president talked about Mr. Iwata, who
Give us
is
a
no
try.
longer
I think
with
you'll
us.
like it.
I brush my teeth. That's not going to taste good.
Was that like a Jedi mind trick, the way you did that?
I don't want to drink that.
That's what it looked like.
I brushed my teeth.
He
yeah, it sounded like he just said, I brushed my teeth. Like,
How's-
no, I brushed my teeth. I don't need your
I don't
history.
know that I did.
hello, Tommy and Drake.
Really?
Hal's president had some nice words to say about Mr. Iwata. He says,
I ran.
Iwata was a very straight person, never lied to, cheated, or had any kind of intent to do that at all. Even when other people were cheating or doing something underhanded, he never used that as a reason to do likewise. At work, he was also very serious and an honest person. That sincerity and honesty made the company very pleasant. He also had a big capacity for things. He could take on a lot. We were very close friends. One time when we were extremely busy on Mother 2 for the Super Nintendo, we often went out together for dinner after work. On our way home from dinner, we used to go to the arcades and play Daytona USA exactly twice, always twice,
Oh, that's what you have to
and
have.
leave. I reckon we did that every week.
Daytona.
It was really like work hard and play hard. Is that really playing hard? Playing twice and then you leave?
I mean, it's Daytona.
yeah, I guess that's a good point. This president of HAL also talks about an unreleased Super Nintendo game. He says, this was not the first Kirby game, but an unpublished title. This was a Super Nintendo game. Unfortunately, I cannot talk about this game, though. So now we know HAL has a secret Super Nintendo game that they've never shown anything for, never released any details of, but now the president just said, like, we got a game. It's for Super Nintendo. It's unreleased, but I can't talk about that. You're the president. Why can't you talk about it?
Could have been another Mother game.
I was thinking it was like maybe a licensed title or a title with another company, so he actually can't talk about it because the license has expired. I guess he could talk about it in very generic terms, but if the president of HAL can't talk about it, then I guess nobody can. Yeah?
If the license expired, you should be able to talk about it, right?
No, it's like, it's like a Guitar Hero situation. Like, our license expired for these 7 songs, so they're being removed from the game and you can't play them anymore. Something like that. Also, he explained the HAL logo, which, if you don't know, people here,
the wiener dog
is
with
the dog with the
nest.
eggs in the nest.
love
Yes.
that.
For those watching, there you go. Dog with the eggs. He explains what this logo means. He says, our logo, which is called Inu Tamago. Inu meaning dog, and Tamago, or I guess Tamako, meaning egg. It's quite symbolic because a dog is a mammal and doesn't lay eggs. Yes, that's true.
Oh my God, he's right.
However, it is looking after these eggs. That means you don't really know what is inside those eggs. That implies that whatever comes out of these eggs is completely unknown and utterly surprising. That's where the
Huh? What?
that's where the inspiration for the logo is from. In that, HAL Laboratory is a company that will surprise people and create something unimaginable.
All right.
In which HAL Laboratory is a company that takes eggs from dogs.
My dog lays eggs.
Rotten eggs.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I mean,
Lawn.
sometimes they smell a little bad. Little brown eggs.
I got bad news for you.
What's that?
Those are not eggs.
What are they? They cook up great.
Owl Wolf
A little
says,
runny sometimes.
what the
but-
F? Eggs? Dog eggs?
Well,
Vinloria.
remember I had have that kid that wrote a whole essay about a rabbit laying her eggs in the garden?
Well, that makes sense because the Easter Bunny. So
I mean,
totally behind that one.
Yeah. It was
10-year-old
obviously
kid.
an Easter bunny.
Yeah. Vin Loria has the
cute.
top-rated comment and says Iwata was too good for the gaming industry. The way he treated him during the way we treated him during his final month, even after he'd done all for Nintendo. Let me try this again. The way we treated him during his final month, even after all he'd done for Nintendo and games at large, is proof positive of that. Yes, it's true. There, I mean, people still talk very fondly of the man. So, hello, Turquoise.
To be a president of any company, seems like.
Well, why? Because he died.
No, because like when there was financial issues, he gave up his salary.
Yeah.
Like, who does that?
He was a good guy.
Right?
He was a good guy. Nintendo's Q1 2018 fiscal results came out, and as we all expected, but for some reason analysts didn't expect, Nintendo beat their projections, or I should say investor and analyst projections. So let's break down some of the biggest details. The Switch moved another 1.88 million units in this quarter.
But it's down from last year.
It is down from last year, yes. It's very hard to compare the launch of a system to the year after, but on top of that, the other way of looking at it is there were shortages during the launch as well, so it could go either way. But it's important to note that where this was April, May, and June, which are not very busy times in the game industry as well. But still, 1.88 million units sold, and Switch software sold another 17.96 million compared to that same quarter in 2017, which was 8 million units. So it more than doubled the software it sold last quarter, or the same quarter last year.
But you can also say that there's probably at least triple the amount of games.
There are more
this
games,
year
yes.
than there were, maybe even quadruple.
Yes, I would agree with that. The 3DS sold another 360,000 units and is obviously very down year over year. And it sold just shy of 3 million units of software, which is down nearly 50% year on year. But we're in the 8th year of the system.
8th year of the 3DS?
Yes, the 3DS in total has sold 72 million units of hardware and 367 million units of software. We have our updated million sellers list. Your best, Mombrain, you're not reading the list, and Kirby, you're not reading the list. The best selling Switch game is
Breath of the Wild.
And
Here you got a little schmutz on your glasses.
Well, I think I saw an article on this.
Never mind.
Yeah.
Do you have another guess?
Let's go with Mario Kart.
And Super Mario Odyssey is at 11.17 million units sold.
Thank you so much for playing in my game.
I didn't tell you. B got a Switch for his birthday.
Oh, maybe he won't illegally play games anymore, that little jerk. Oh, that clip was on the soundboard, and I was like, should I keep this one or not? And I was like, I better keep it. I'm sure it'll get used at some point.
At least for that one.
Why don't you keep it?
Here we are. I kept all of them.
We talk about Mario all the time.
I was debating getting rid of some of them, but I didn't get rid of any. All of them are here, plus one new. Next is Mario Kart 8 Deluxe with 10.3 million units sold. Then Zelda Breath of the Wild. But the important thing to note here is this is just the Switch total for Breath of the Wild. It doesn't include the Wii U total. So it's at 9.3 million, and with the Wii U version, it's over 10 million.
So with the soundboard, you questioned including Mario, but there was no question about it. Natalia the Sluice was going on there.
Yes, Natalia the Sluice is great. Yes, see, can you? I don't know if you can turn up the volume.
No, that one's up all the
it's
way.
At full blast. I can re-edit that one and put it back up there. I mean, like Nikki Hill's saying, I don't think we're going to use it too often. Whenever a Resident Evil story comes up.
Yeah.
So Breath of the Wild saw another 840,000 units sold since last time it was tracked. Then Splatoon 2, it's 6.7 million. 1-2 Switch with 2.4 million. ARMS with 2 million. Kirby Star Allies with 1.89 million, which is notable because that game didn't launch all that long ago. Xenoblade 2 with 1.4 million. Tropical Freeze with 1.4 million, which is a very big story because Tropical Freeze couldn't break 1 million units sold on the Wii U and still hasn't. And Tropical Freeze came out, what, a couple months ago? And it's already at 1.4 million. So once again, if you're wondering why Nintendo does Wii U Switch ports, or ports of Wii U games to the Switch, that's why. Nintendo Labo combined sold 1.4 million, basically.
And they just released another package, right? Or is that coming out?
September 14th. The vehicle kit is coming out September 14th. So if you were wondering how well the game is doing, now you know. Both of those units combined, I would imagine the bulk of that is the variety kit and not the robot kit.
Did you build the robot yet?
No. My mom is going to build it, actually. She wants to build it. We were talking about it in North Carolina. So Mario Tennis Aces is already at 1.38 million, and that literally just launched like a month ago. Mario Kart 7, oh, we're not going to do all the 3DS games. There's not too much shift in the 3DS games as far as their million sellers, but yes, obviously they keep moving. The NES Classic Edition, just in this quarter, sold 1.2 million units. So Nintendo promised they were going to restock the thing, and stock has been great. You can find the sucker like everywhere, but it is still selling like crazy. It sold 1.2 million units in just this quarter. We don't need to do digital or mobile.
Yeah, that's like... Man, that sucks for everybody who bought it, was like struggling to buy it and spent like what, $500 on it or something.
Yeah,
they really wanted it.
Yeah, well, I guess with the number like this, it appears that some people were smart enough or patient enough to wait. Nintendo says the Switch hardware sales in every region have been trending upwards since E3.
Wait, what about the Super Nintendo?
They didn't give an update on that one. I don't know. The NES Classic was re-released first. We only do that. We only do that. Then you have your release schedule, which is all pretty much the same stuff. Nothing too surprising in there. But yes, a very good quarter for Nintendo. And it's my favorite quarter for Nintendo because in their quarter one, they don't have an analyst or investor briefing afterwards. So you get the one-day news and that's it. Well, I'm glad to help you, Drew. Drew says, I got it, I'm guessing meaning the NES Classic Edition, after a tweet from RMC. Yeah, I try and keep you guys updated.
Hey, I got it.
Oh, wow. Perfect. I try and keep you guys updated on when that's in stock, but now it's just, you can search any retailer really and they'll have it. So, Mario Starn has the top-rated comment, and he says, Switch holding sales comparable to the launch period despite not having a megaton title like Mario Kart or Zelda, nor the new console effect. Older games still have long legs, means they will still drive hardware sales for a while to come. That's very good, although certain people are going to downplay or even spin this as a negative. Labo selling 1.5 million should be indicative that it's far from the failure its naysayers want it to be. Donkey Kong almost reaching 1.5 million units when the Wii U version couldn't break 1 million. It really shows the potential audience that can be reached by swinging games over to the Switch. On the complete financial report, Nintendo also states that 53 physical titles released on the Switch this quarter alone, compared to only 7 from the same period last year. There you go, Nicky. The game drought only exists in the mind of bitter elitists. Yes, the game drought is not something that exists. I completely agree with that. Between eShop and retail, yes, 100% I agree. And there you go. Now you see the cold hard facts, but as you know, those don't usually change people's minds anyway. Nintendo has updated the firmware of the 3DS, and now it mimics that of the Switch. They have this thing on the Switch where when you play a game, the game looks for a ticket, and this ticket is sent to Nintendo, and Nintendo checks this ticket and says, okay, this is a legit game. And ticket information gets sent back, and you play, and that's it. Now, obviously, this isn't a physical ticket. This is all data, and it's done in a matter of seconds. But Nintendo did that on the Switch to protect against piracy, because if they detect a pirated game, they can block your Nintendo account and do other things as well. They can reach out to you personally. But they're doing the same thing on the 3DS now. So like I said, we're 8 years into the 3DS. It's a little late. Piracy on the 3DS hasn't been as huge of a problem as it was on the DS, but piracy is still certainly an issue on the platform. And with this initiative working so well on Switch, they were like, let's put it on 3DS as well. Dark Fork says, oh yeah, this guy. I read this on a video this week. This guy, man. Dark Fork says, Dark Metamorphosis, is that on there?
I don't think so.
Oh, that's
What?
one I got to add.
It should be.
No, I don't think it is. I'm interested in this is on there.
I could have sworn it was on there.
I didn't see it in the list when I was like,
I'm interested in this.
when I was moving over. I got to get that one. That one, I definitely have to get on there just because
Oh,
I
yeah.
love that one. Dark Fork says, cue sycophantic fanboys praising this move and shaking their fists at dirty pirates as if Nintendo would personally witness and reward their show of zealous loyalty. Also, cue innocent consumers getting banned because this feature detected false positives, while actual pirates find a workaround because that's what facilitated piracy in the first place. These sorts of measures usually hurt honest consumers more than dishonest ones. Well, I'm not going to get into that. If you want to hear my thoughts on it, I already did share thoughts in one of today's big stories, which was about this feature. So go check that out on the YouTube channel. That is the YouTube channel you're watching this podcast on. Hello, Antonio. Hello, Mother Brain. That's that. This using this phone ain't too bad. Mom Brain, news that will excite you.
Oh.
Animal Crossing New Leaf is now the best-selling entry in the Animal Crossing franchise.
I'm not
Ever.
surprised.
Ever. So all other Animal Crossing games are now below Animal Crossing New Leaf. Animal Crossing New Leaf is at 11.78 million units sold. And that explains why so many people are like, why do we want Animal Crossing on Switch? Bring Animal Crossing to Switch. Where is it? Because it seems like the install base just keeps growing and they're not satisfied with Animal Crossing Pocket Camp. They want something on a traditional platform. So I don't know if Nintendo's going to do that. Or we can see why the demand is there.
I mean, why wouldn't they?
The previous record holder for the franchise was Animal Crossing Wild World, which sold 11.75 million units. So it just barely beat that out. But New Leaf is still selling. So I'm sure this number will only go higher. I know Mom Brain put a lot of time into New Leaf.
As sugar.
And then she abandoned her town. Sonic and M2 says, I'm surprised it took this long, to be honest. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Did the person say to be honest, or did they write TBH?
TBH. Should I just say that from now?
Mm-hmm.
So the Switch eShop is getting it, or no, let's try this again. The Switch is getting its online service, the paid online service that will let you play some NES games online with friends. It will also give you cloud storage for your saves and stuff like that. And I'm sure other details that Nintendo has yet to reveal. Some people have been worried that they will need to pay for this service in order to play their free-to-play games like Fortnite. Well, we are very happy to tell you that is not the case. It seems that Nintendo is letting other companies decide whether their free-to-play games should need the Switch Online service. So everything you play right now for free on the Switch Online will still be free when the Switch Online service comes out. We know this because eShop listings have been updated for select games, and games like Fortnite say, from the full launch of the Nintendo Switch Online membership service in 2018, online play requires a paid membership. But let me say this again. That is, that's not what the free listings say. That's the stuff that's in there for games that are online and tell you, hey, this is an online game, you got to pay. So here's the games that are going to remain free to play. Paladins, Fortnite, Pokemon Quest, Dawn of the Breakers, Fallout Shelter, Galaxy Z, Variant S, Zaccaria Pinball, the Pinball Arcade, Kitten Squad, which is the free PETA game, and Pinball FX3. So obviously Fortnite is the really big one in there because lots of people are playing that.
And
But if
people are
you like
dropping.
pinball, you're in luck.
That's right. You got a couple options in there. Low Camp has a top-rated comment. He says, still doesn't lessen the blow. The online tax is still a tax to play online. I mean, it is only $20. $20 for the whole year. And you get those NES games. And you get cloud storage. I know it's not a virtual console, but think about it. Lots of people are like, I want virtual console.
So whatever happened with
And people were paying like $5-10 for those games alone.
Resident Evil? Is that still only Japan only?
Oh, 7? Cloud?
Yeah.
Yeah. Japan only. I don't know if that's ever going to come here. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think we're quite there yet with cloud games. Depends on what the game is. If it's like a puzzle game or something, then yeah. But like I was saying, I played Mega Man.
What happens? Like, this is what I don't understand. What happens if it's sunny out?
And there's no clouds. That's why we're not there yet.
Game, but I can't because there's just no clouds around.
When I played Mega Man 9 on PlayStation 4 through their cloud service, whatever that is, it was bad. There was like more than a second of input lag. It was not playable. I couldn't play the game like that. So I canceled it right away. I was like, this is useless. And it's not like my internet was bad. My internet's good. It's more than fine for streaming stuff, but just not that. Well, it does a check for you, and it said your internet is whatever the top one was. And I was like, okay, A-okay. That's what it said. A-okay, partner. So yeah, it was bad. I don't know. Rumors are Microsoft is working on some stuff for their next system that will facilitate cloud gaming in a better way, but I don't know. Fire Emblem Heroes has crossed the 400 million revenue mark. That is the mobile Fire Emblem game. Hello, Sir Rowlett. And that is the mobile game for Nintendo that's doing the best by far. As I said, it made 400 million so far, and the revenue to date is more than 6 times greater than Super Mario Run. And the revenue is more than 9.5 times greater than Animal Crossing Pocket Camp.
I'm not surprised with Mario. Mario Run, I'm
interested.
I'm not surprised with Super Mario
Thank you.
Run. I'm a little surprised that Animal Crossing is doing not as so well. Is not doing
not as so well.
Is not doing better.
Well, I mean, like Animal Crossing, I'm not sure it lends itself well to that type of like monetization because Animal Crossing, you go in for a few minutes every day and you're like, once you get your town set up, like every Animal Crossing, you're like, let me pop in and see what's going on. I'll check out the shop, see if they got something good, and that's that. And like, you know, in the game, it's like, it'll take 4 hours or 24 hours to make this table, but you could buy this thing and speed it up. And people are like, nah. Right? Like,
it's weird.
I'll check it tomorrow.
I feel like that's usually like that's where people spend their money. That's what Heyday or Farmville were based on.
Yeah, but Animal Crossing is like a very.
Animal Crossing is kind of identical to the.
No,
farm
it's
game.
more. It's more passive. It doesn't have like the sense of urgency as those games. Like Farmville used to do stuff like, if you don't do this now, you're going to lose your crop. And
what
stuff
if
like
KK
that.
Slider was doing a concert and you had to pay to go to the concert?
I honestly think
sell
that's something
tickets?
in the game. I honestly think it's like KK Slider's coming to town, and if you buy this thing, you can see them. I think that's what I have not played Pocket Camp.
Hey, Mom Brain, could you imagine? Like,
you know,
if I had to, like, if I was somewhere at either a social gathering or at work, or say I'm at work and I'm like, I need to get out early tonight. There's a KK Slider concert I got to watch. You know, so like, oh, I don't get out of work early enough, but I'm like sitting over in the corner, like rocking out to it.
He is good. He is very good. Wait, wow. 52% of spending has been on Google Play, 48% on Apple. Players in Japan account for the majority of the game's revenue at approximately 56%. In the U.S. is in second with 31%. The game has grossed more than $20 million per month since launch on average, and players spent more than $23 million in June. And that is the second highest earning month since launch. So
excuse me, I need to use the ladies' room.
Necessary. The game continues to do very well.
Oh, well, here's the answer to the question I posed before.
Your feet hurt.
I've collected enough data to know it's the treadmill.
Shadow Buster says, hooray for the fan service. Well, the Fire Emblem series certainly does have some fan service. And it seems
Here's
like
a question.
Oh, I don't know if I made that a top story. We got to talk about that.
If we were to develop a musical
chair,
experience like a concert, kind of like that Ninja Turtles coming out of our shell tour, but used.
Oh, that's what I want to talk about.
But used Super Mario characters. I mean, if this is too much, we'll talk about it another time. But what instruments would each character play? I'm thinking we have to have that one guy with the red hat. What's his name?
Mario.
Luigi.
Luigi. Like Kenny G, because he's playing music.
So he's playing saxophone.
Yes.
Tenor
Luigi.
Toad.
Drums, definitely.
Bingo! Ho, ho, ho.
Peach.
Yeah.
Right?
Skin flute. Oh, she's practicing right now for.
Oh, so she's the lead singer?
Yep.
Is Bowser in this band? Or is it or two? Wait, there's two bands.
Bad Guy Band and Goodbye Band.
And then there's Bowser, Waluigi, Wario, and
Bowser Jr.?
No, what's that guy's name from 2 that you missed?
Wario?
Bork?
Bork. Yeah.
Wonderful!
Wart. Yes.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh no, wait. Or maybe we have Yoshi and then Birdo. What does Yoshi play? Is Yoshi the bass guitarist?
What instrument do you tongue? What instrument is the tongue really important for?
It's just got a mouth part.
Clarinet? I don't know. Birdo's definitely playing the woodwind. That's all I know.
Oh, no. Just a jug. Let's think about it. Let's develop this. I think we can have a lot.
You reminded me of 2 other things
Let's
I
have
want to talk about.
Fun.
By the way, if you don't want to do the soundboard, you don't have to.
doing the
Let's
same.
have a little fun.
Just making sure I didn't want you to feel pressured. Yes, I got to look it up. So I jokingly, I said something on Twitter.
Uh-oh. Gotta watch out what you say there.
No.
Boss
I
might
do want
fire
to
you.
talk about it. There it is.
Ooh.
Okay, so
Excuse me.
on Twitter, if you follow Hot Diggity Demon, who's a cartoonist and is a creator of and host of Brain Dump, makes some awesome stuff. That's not just he's not paying me to say this.
On the table.
He put out a question on Twitter that says, "Does Princess Peach shave her princess place?" And there was a poll. 38% said yes, 26% said no, 36% said uncertain. And he says, "I'm of the opinion that no, she does not shave. Nobody's seeing it. She's too pure for that. So why do the gardening?" But then apparently he was telling people that they were thinking of it the wrong way. He goes, "You guys are still totally wrong. You're not picturing it correctly. Yes, it's fully grown, but it's not a black spidery Brillo nest. It's more like a golden tuft of silken cotton candy, the bouquet of her hair and skincare products mingling gracefully with natural pheromones." So I cannot show this on the podcast, but as I said, he is an artist, and he drew this to explain what he was talking about.
That's why they call her Princess Peach. 'Cause she's got the fuzz.
Which one is she?
What do you mean?
Which
Oh.
one?
I think she's the left.
Really?
Okay.
I mean,
Wow.
maybe I'm just projecting myself onto.
If you want to see what we're talking about, go to Twitter and again follow Hot Diggity Demon, HOTDIGGEDYDEMON, Hot Diggity Demon.
Think about this, though.
Oh boy.
And there's
She's
my
the
good deed.
princess of the Mushroom Kingdom. Yeah, we see nothing mushroom.
Well, the
about her,
mushroom comes later.
I guess, but
I
think maybe
Don't know what either of you are
A
talking
mushroom,
You know,
like a
pee-pee?
wiener.
about. Oh, we know.
We know.
All right, so I talked about that. I said I want to talk about that. Also, you reminded me because you said turtles.
Because I said wiener.
I watched the
Turtles.
first episode of the new Turtles cartoon. Now, I have to put this out there. I was not one of the people that was like, "This cartoon looks terrible." I'll give any cartoon a shot. I honestly kind of liked the redesign of the Turtles. I was like, they're doing something fairly different. I like the style. It's unique. Let me give it a shot. So Nickelodeon put it up on their YouTube channel. The first full episode, I really liked it. It's more in line with like the humor that we had in the series, but still action-packed. Our Turtles cartoon, the original first cartoon.
Oh, sure.
Had cheesy humor. I just say the humor in this, I'm not going to say it's, laugh out loud funny or anything, but I'd say it's a little better than what we got in our cartoon, but it makes the Turtles like a little more wisecracky and goofy and stuff like that. But they still have more detailed action than what we had in our series. I really liked it. The only thing I didn't like is Splinter. And I'm guessing more plays into Splinter's character as the show goes on. But in the show, Splinter is like, he's like just like an old fat rat that's like an idiot. He's like dumb.
Oh, okay.
But I honestly think as the show goes on, they're going to show like that's him, like that's his persona to make enemies think he's not with it anymore.
Dumb how?
Oh, it's all a ruse.
Like
he like sits on the couch and watches like crappy like reality shows and stuff, and like laughs about them and like that's the bulk of his character in the first episode. That's it.
He probably. Yeah, I mean, a lot of older individuals like The Big Bang Theory. He's older, so maybe he's retired.
Well, yeah, that's what I think they might be getting at. But again, I don't know. I'm hoping for more. But even because I really like Splinter, I think we all really like Splinter here.
No, it's not the like.
But yeah, if he stays this way the whole show, I'll be very disappointed. But other than that, really like the show. So check that out if you haven't. All right. Those were the other things I want to talk about earlier in the show. We also have
NPD.
There we go.
NPD.
Mom Brain.
NPD.
Top 20 software for June 2018. Kirby and Mom Brain. Did you look at this list?
I didn't look at the
Oh,
actual,
good. All right.
I saw the headline.
Oh, well,
So
then
I
you
know
know one of them. So it's the top 20 list, but I'm just looking for the top 10 for you guys. Hello, who's Mav?
Where's FIFA on there?
FIFA is number 8.
Yeah. World Cup.
Is Madden on there?
Madden is not because Madden just came out.
Is Minecraft on there?
Not in the top 10, not anywhere.
Is NBA 2K on there?
Number 14. I'm so sorry.
Auto.
Grand Theft Auto is number 3, yes.
Fallout.
No.
A Tom Clancy situation.
Yes, but it's number 13.
Is Monster Hunter still on there?
You're saying something about mozzarella.
Is mozzarella on there? No, I don't see it.
Okay.
This is a lot easier
Yeah,
when I
nothing.
get to see the screen. I don't even know what's out.
Wow. All right, we'll start. You know number 1, so don't say anything. Number 1. It's a Nintendo title. Debuted at number 1.
Nintendo title. Odyssey.
Debuted at number 1. This is its debut month on the charts.
This month.
June.
What
Odyssey came out a long time ago. Yes, that should be the hint. Wow.
Splatoon 2 on there?
No.
Is Nintendo Labo on there?
No.
No, nobody bought it.
It's a sports game.
But a Nintendo Sport.
Yeah.
Mario Soccer?
Wow, you don't even know what one came out. Mario Tennis Aces debuted at number 1 on the charts overall.
Good for them, but
I didn't know about it either.
I found our dining room color, by the way.
That's great. Number 2, I can say one word and Kirby will get it. Boy.
Wait.
Boy.
Oh, God of War.
The
God of War,
password
yes.
is
Number 3 is Grand Theft Auto. Number 4. It's about racing with your gang.
The Crew. 2.
Yes, The Crew 2. Number 5. Well, this is fitting. Number 5 is the 5th installment of a game.
Grand Theft Auto.
Distant Sadness.
Far Cry 5.
I love when I can
Great
do that.
job.
Number 6.
I love when I can.
I do. I love it. Number 6 is it's a Nintendo game. It's been on the charts for quite some time.
Mario Kart 8.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mario Kart 8 Deluxe at number 6. Number 7. It's a Lego game. You should be able to figure this out.
Lego. Oh, Jurassic World Fallen.
DC something.
Lego Spider-Man, Lego Batman, Lego Superman, Lego Guardians of the Galaxy, Lego Harry Potter, Lego
Wow.
Lego Star Fox.
Lego Smash Brothers.
Lego World of Warcraft.
I was referencing Smash Brothers, but
Wow! Incredible!
Lego.
Oh, the Incredibles, the movie.
Oh,
There's a Lego.
Lego Incredibles,
Wow.
yes.
Okay.
that was a tough.
See, wow.
I feel like we're in an escape room, and with you on our side, we might get out of here.
Number 8, FIFA. You got that. Number 9.
I quit.
How can I say this? Need to know. Trying to think of another word for this name that doesn't sound like the word.
Well, what is it? Doesn't I'll tell you.
Well, yeah, we'll help you.
How about this is so bad. Accident marsupial.
Crash Bandicoot.
It's so bad. What else would you say for crash? I didn't want to say like smash or like bang.
Accident works.
Accident.
Car accident weasel.
It's like the Chinese bootleg version. Number 10. Okay. One of my brain's favorite songs.
Beep.
No.
Mexican beep the game.
No, one of my brain's favorite songs is about this place. I should say that.
Miami. Oh, no, that's just the band.
You reference it all the time.
Miami Sound.
This week you did it a couple times. You always ask me a question related to this song.
Donuts.
Yeah, always. You'd say this at least a couple times a week.
There's still 2 other people sitting here, so.
Okay.
I want to know what she talks about now.
I don't know what else. There is a subtitle, but I don't know what else I can.
Is it like a real song or like a silly song?
It is a real song, but it makes you laugh.
Cat? I'm a kitty cat.
I do sing that pretty
No,
often.
no, every week.
Samantha?
Do you sing that every week?
Sometimes.
This song, you specifically ask. You don't sing the song. You ask me about a question with this song because you think it's really funny. It's one fact you know about this place.
Detroit.
Oh,
Yes, God. Detroit, Become Human is at number 10. Jesus Christ.
It's so cold there.
Yeah, there we go. There we go. Finally.
I do often
Yeah, I know.
ask if you
Multiple
know
times a week.
anything about Detroit.
All right, that's your top 10.
I think I just asked. It must have been
Yeah, like a
Thursday
couple
or
days ago. Yeah. Number 11 to 20. Super Mario Odyssey, Breath of the Wild, Rainbow Six Siege, NBA 2K18, Call of Duty World War II, MLB, Assassin's Creed Origins, Vampire, Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, and State of Decay. So lots of Nintendo representation in the top 20, which is awesome to see. We don't
Why
need to do
couldn't
that.
you just tell us number 10? It's cold there. She would have got it right
I would've.
away.
Because I thought that was too obvious. Oh,
Can't
I
blame a
formatted
late
that
podcast
list
on me.
wrong, and I didn't even know it. I apologize. Your top 10 Switch only is formatted incorrectly, but you can still get all the details. So this is top 10 only on Switch. Mario Tennis Aces, Mario Kart 8, Super Mario Odyssey, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, Lego Incredibles debuting at number 6. Splatoon 2, Crash Bandicoot, Accident Marsupial, Kirby Star Allies, and Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition. Your top 10 for 3DSR. Pokemon Ultra Sun, Pokemon Ultra Moon, Mario Kart 7, Smash Brothers, Mario 3D Land, Detective Pikachu, Minecraft, Mario Party the Top 100, Super Mario Maker, and A Link Between Worlds. We don't need to do this. Let's see what other details we got here. Nintendo was this month's top publisher, even without the NPD group tracking digital sales. Mario Tennis Aces set a record as Nintendo's best-selling tennis game in terms of first-month sales. I think it had 1.4 million debut worldwide. Switch was the only platform that produced software sales growth in June, and Switch dollar sales more than doubled those of June 2017. So that's excellent news. Year-to-date software sales on Switch are also more than double a year ago. PS4 was the best-selling console overall. Switch saw sales increase over last year. Switch sold more than 50% over what they did last year. So that's pretty crazy. The best-selling piece of hardware overall, though, was not the PS4. It was the NES Classic Edition.
Oh.
The NES Classic Edition was the best-selling piece of gaming hardware for June.
Take that,
So,
PS4.
NES Classic Edition,
8-bit graphics.
NES Classic Edition, PS4, and then they didn't say, but usually it's Switch, Xbox One. But Switch, Xbox One, and PS4 are always very close to each other.
Or should I say, take that, PS4. More people want to play games that they've already bought 3 times over than they want to buy your system.
Well, I think it's a lot of there's a lot of people who haven't, but a lot of people who haven't owned any other system since those days. And they're like, oh, I want to play those again. And they pick it up. Or, yeah, like
they're like, man, I haven't played my Nintendo Entertainment System since the 80s. And now they just come out with a new one?
Yes.
Profound.
That's funny because they don't have
accessories and game card sales.
They have no idea.
Grew 31%. And headset sales were twice as high from in June 2018 as they were to June 2017. 86% increase, obviously, mostly led by Fortnite because a lot of people are playing that game and a lot of people want a headset. But I understand you guys on GoNintendo, no matter where I am, the site, the YouTube channel, you don't give a crap about Fortnite. But it's news, and we're going to talk about it. And I do enjoy Fortnite. Shillelagh says, it's impressive that Mario Tennis Aces reached #1, and I have to say, I'm very surprised. Was there any other major new release in June?
Is that what
Give me your tears, Gypsy. What?
Is that what that person sounds like?
Yes. North America, this week's digital downloads. North America got, it got Overcooked 2 on August 7th, so almost. Dead Cells comes out August 7th. Overcooked 2 and Dead Cells in 1 week. 2 amazing games. Boom, bam. You should play both of those if you have a Switch. Obviously, if you're more focused on local multiplayer, you would want Overcooked 2 because that is the local multiplayer experience.
What's Dead Cells?
Dead Cells is a procedural Castlevania-style game, or Metroidvania-style game, I should say. It is fantastic. It's so good. I played the open whatever. I can never remember the name of that crap.
Open beta?
No, the Steam thing before it actually releases.
It's a beta, isn't it?
Yeah, isn't it called beta?
Well, there's another name, and I forgot it last time, and somebody told me.
There's a professional name for
Well,
it.
I played it there, and man, I really, really liked it. And I was like, this game will be so good on Switch. And the developers, months and months ago, said we really want the game on Switch. They did a fake screenshot of the game on Switch. They said they were trying to bring it to Switch, and now it's here. Early access. Thank you, Drew.
Yeah.
But now it's coming out, and not just that, it's coming out at retail as well. So if you want the digital, you can get it August 7th. I cannot recommend that game enough, both of those games. But if you're more like traditional action and single player content, then you definitely want Dead Cells. It's so good.
Is there a casual mode for me?
I don't remember. I'm sure there is.
Get it? Because I played that game.
So there's basically different themes, or I guess you'd call them biomes. That's what they use in games today. So there's the sewers.
Biomes?
Yeah, it's not really a biome because it's a setting, but Minecraft's other games and Minecraft have biomes where it's the snowy setting.
That was a lot of upgrades, wasn't it?
the desert setting, all that stuff. But Dead Cells has like the sewers, the inside the castle walls, the outskirts of the castle, stuff like that. And every section you go to is procedurally generated. So you will see the same themes, but you won't see the same level design.
Every time you go back, it'll be different?
Yeah, because it's one of those games where you die a lot, but you progress your character levels up to get new stuff. And then also... that's another one I considered deleting because I was like, how often do we use that?
Do you want to turn it down?
Yeah, I guess it should be like half volume. It's really, really, really good. I could show it to you after the. Oh, are you hanging around?
So there's really no muscle memory or anything. You go through and you come back to that area.
Well, there's muscle memory for enemies.
How can it even be Metroidvania?
Because it's like each section you go into is like a Metroidvania style map.
Oh, so it stays that way
while you're in it, but if you die, it changes.
But then if you leave that area to go to a different area, that's after you've already accomplished. Because usually at Metroidvania,
as long as you
like,
are,
I'm in this area of the castle.
That's how it is until you die.
Oh.
So you can leave an area, come back to that area. As long as you haven't died, it will still be the same.
And then what if you die? Like
all resets.
You don't need that power up anymore or something?
You get power-ups that stay with you. There's select power-ups. When you beat bosses, you get power-ups that stay with you even when you die. But then other than that, you get weapons and sub-weapons along the way that you lose when you die. So there's like all kinds of different stuff.
In the trailer, there's one room that has a lot of power-ups floating around the ceiling.
Oh, no, that's the room where you start. And it shows you everything you've collected in your journey so far.
Yeah, that's pretty... intimidating. That right there is a reason for me to not buy it.
You don't need to collect those.
Yeah, but it just looks like a lot.
Yeah, it's showing you what you've seen.
Tell you what, I was playing Hollow Knight, and I'm like, wow, I don't know if I can keep playing this. Like,
why? It gives me too much to do.
Well, you go. There's more than one.
You've much yet to learn.
There's more than one room with where all the little worm guys go back to their homes. Yeah. There's a lot of open holes there.
There are a lot, yes.
That's intimidating.
I was just reading an article about that. So that's like a
not to mention
side quest. Don't do it.
The last time I was here, I told you I played it for like 3 hours and I progressed one little story.
Yeah, but you progressed.
I usually like to get a little deeper through a game in 3 hours, not just, well, I started this 3 hours fighting somebody and I just beat them. I'm going to bed.
What about deeper in here? The butt, I mean. Also, this week is Flipping Death, which was that on the Wii U?
Push me aside and continue on with your news.
Another great game that's making its debut on Switch has been available on other platforms. Salt and Sanctuary. Basically, Metroidvania, but they consider it the Dark Souls of Metroidvania, so extremely difficult. I have not played it, but I want to. I've heard lots of good things about it. And if you'd like something a little more relaxing, but still fast-paced, WarioWare Gold is now available on the 3DS eShop. So
I'm a Wario. I'm gonna win.
The 3DS is still alive. And I think that's a pretty notable release. I would love to see that in NPD Top 10 next month, but it's not going to happen. Also new this week, 1979 Revolution, Black Friday. Ayakashi Koi Gikiyuko, Forbidden Romance with Mysterious Spirit.
A game about the yearly event?
Oh, that 1979 game? That's a serious game, like serious subject matter. Battle Supremacy is on Switch. These are all Switch. Crush Your Enemies. Cycle 28. Dawn of the Breakers, which is free. Ikimu. Splinters of the Dark Shard. Flat Heroes. Here you go, Nikki Hill. Guns, Gore, and Cannoli 2. Did you play the first one?
I did.
Yeah, see, I was right.
I mean, it's not like it wasn't the most amazing game, but it was a fun thing.
Good enough for a sequel. Iconoclast is coming to Switch. Another very highly reviewed game. Man, this is a crazy week. In Between is coming to Switch. By the way, Iconoclast is a Metroidvania. Another one.
Is this the year of the Metroidvania games?
This past week, across all platforms, saw the release of 6 new Metroidvania games. Think about it.
Yeah, I
You
mean, it seems like we get like at least one Metroidvania game per year, but like this year it's just like they're all over the place.
Well, for like a long time, Nintendo wasn't doing Metroid, and Konami wasn't doing traditional Castlevania, so
Yeah.
I guess a lot of developers were like, now it's time to get in there. Except some of these games, like Chasm is a Metroidvania that finally released. That was in development for over 6 years, so that's been a long time in the works. In Between is on the Switch. Johnny Turbo's Arcade Shootout. Kensho. Loot Monkey. Bling Palace. Not a Hero
These words?
Super Snazzy Edition, and I've heard great things about that. Picross S2 is on the Switch if you like Picross or Picross. Pixel Action Heroes. Road to Valhalla, which actually looks pretty damn interesting. It's picture, let's say, a lot of Monkey Ball and a lot of Marble Madness, but with a musical element to it. So there's hazards that happen on like the beats of songs and stuff like that. Looks pretty cool. Slamland is available. Super Blackjack Battle 2 Turbo Edition.
Slamland.
The Card Warriors. So that is not a Capcom game, and it's meant to spoof Street Fighter. So it's a blackjack game that has Street Fighter-like style, like story and character designs and stuff like that. Basically, it's a fighting game, but you fight through blackjack. The Inner World, The Last Monk. Toby the Secret Mine.
Wind Monk.
The Last Wind Monk, I'm sorry.
Or is it wine?
The Last Wind Monk. Toby the Secret Mine. Yoku's Island Express has a demo. And Forest Escape is on the Wii U.
Express is out already.
Demo.
I thought it was already out. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
They can release a demo after.
Usually demos come out beforehand.
Usually companies don't release demos because they're worried about people playing the demo and not wanting the game. But after the game comes out, a good way to entice people is say, hey, there's a free demo.
Yeah,
if you like it, you can buy the game right now.
Another good thought is don't put money into making something that you don't think people are going to enjoy.
I don't think any company does that. Maybe a couple. Maybe a couple fart out some games and they're like, nobody's going to play this. But let's make some money. Rygar says, WarioWare Gold is coming in the mail to me. Excited to dust off the old 3DS to play this one. Though it would have been awesome on the Switch. I was excited to see Dead Cells listed, but then I saw the August 7th release date. So next week, I'll be grabbing that one as well. Excellent choices, my friend. There's so many games this week this weekend coming into next week that you really can't go wrong with. Here's something that should be near and dear to Nikki Hill's heart and mine as well. Nintendo has re-upped trademarks for Endless Ocean, which I enjoyed, but also another code. Did you play that?
I don't think so.
It wasn't called another code.
It was called Trace Memory.
Okay, that I remember. I didn't play it, but I remember it being called Trace Memory.
Nikki Hill and I were very angry that they didn't bring the sequel, which was called Another Code R, so I guess it would have been Trace Memory R, which was on the Wii. They never released that in North America, only in Europe on the Wii. And I couldn't import because the Wii isn't region-free like the DS was. So, hey, I've never played it.
Yeah.
Still makes me angry. But the trademarks for these games have been re-upped. What does that mean? Probably nothing. But it does give some slim hope that maybe we will see something again. Because these are two, I would say, more obscure games that Nintendo released during the Wii and the DS generation. So I don't know why they. You got to take care of trademarks all across the board.
Code trademark applies to Japan, right?
Yes, this is for Japan, but usually the Japan trademarks come first, and the others follow.
You think that might also pave the way for Disaster Day of Crisis?
No.
No.
I don't remember if we saw a trademark update for that one or not. I think we might have. But
yeah, they don't want to let that one go.
I've seen a lot of people in recent months talking about how they would love to see Endless Ocean re-released or have a new Endless Ocean. So I don't know.
How could you have a second Endless Ocean? The first one was Endless.
There was a second Endless Ocean.
Oh,
there was already
two.
Endlesser Ocean. So yeah, hopefully, I'm really, really, really hopeful that game comes here because I still want to play it
too. We hit the ice wall.
I remember doing an interview with Beth Llewellyn when she was at Nintendo, and I was like, why isn't this game getting localized? And she was like, we're not talking about that. Because she had no personality. Oh, my God. That woman was so terrible to interview.
That woman?
Terrible. Frightening.
Who's the other one?
What?
Maybe she was nervous.
No, she was very hardcore, like by the books.
Maybe she was nervous that she was going to say the wrong
She wasn't new at the company. She had been there a million years.
Who was the one
I
that?
hope she doesn't listen to this.
Who-
I hope
She's
her
not
mother
with them
doesn't
anymore.
listen.
Who was the person from Nintendo that was really like?
Cammy?
Yeah, is that what it was?
Was really what?
Like great.
Smiley and happy?
Yeah,
Cammy Dunaway?
yeah. Don't know why. That's right.
They done away with her a long time ago.
Was she related to Faye?
Yes, exactly. Yep, they're sisters. Panners Jr. says, as much as I want to see more another code, is as much as I believe this is just standard trademark protection. Yeah, unfortunately, I agree with that, but I'm hopeful that's not the case. Real quick here, some speculation on Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. We know there are secrets that are yet to be revealed for the game, and potentially one of those secrets may has been revealed a bit early by Takara Tomy, or Tomy, I guess how you're supposed to say, which is a toy company, but they also put out some games. They have a Pokemon franchise of toys coming out, and they are launching alongside Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, and included in that lineup is starters, the Kanto starters, so Bulbasaur, Squirtle and Charizard. They're Mega Evolutions. So why bother to put out Kanto starter Mega Evolutions figurines alongside the launch of Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee if they aren't going to be part of that game? It seems like odd timing. Hello, Jumpman. So speculation is perhaps that's what's going to happen in the game. We will see those Mega Evolutions as part of that entry.
I'm really late to the party.
What is a Pokemon?
But
What is a man?
why name something Bulbasaur? Like, that makes me think, like, I better go to urgent care because I've got a Bulbasaur.
It's funny you talk about that because this week we really got definitive proof that Bulbasaur. I said it, and for some reason it just made my mind go blank. Bulbasaur is the guy with the plant on his back, right?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Right?
He, I guess, is supposed to be based on a toad. Because we saw footage of the Pokemon following behind the trainer in Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, and one of them is Bulbasaur, or I guess Blastoise. No, it's Bulbasaur, and he's like hopping behind him exactly like a frog, and I was like, oh my god,
Yeah, but he has
he's
ears.
based on a frog. He does have ears,
look at
but
him. He's always looked like a frog.
I mean, if you take the ears off, and obviously the flower, it looks like a
look at
frog.
his stance. He's a little frog.
Well, if you see the footage, I never thought of
Also,
him
he
as a
has
frog.
like toenails.
I thought, I don't know what I thought, but I didn't think frog. I was like, dinosaurs?
I just think a dinosaur.
Well, whatever. Princess
Because of the sore.
Yeah, Princess Eevee says, I was hoping for Battle Bond, Eevee, and Pikachu, not Mega for them. I expect Alolan forms and Mega Evolutions to be in, else making them all Kanto exclusive was just a mistake.
What?
I read it like they said it. I expect Alolan forms and Mega Evolutions to be in, no punctuation, else making them all Kanto exclusive was just a waste.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
True.
What?
Huh? What?
I'm sorry. I make typos all the time. So, okay. Here's fantastic news. Boom. Octopath Traveler, which released less than a month ago, has sold 1 million copies. It's a brand new IP.
Is that what this says? I'm
Yes,
looking at just the title because I don't really read articles.
Yes, because shipped in video game industry means sold. If you read the whole tweet, they say including eShop downloads, and obviously downloads
But we don't
are
count
sales.
those. Or I guess NPD.
NPD doesn't count those.
Thank you for clarifying. I really need to start reading full articles.
I would have wrote
Lesson
sales,
learned.
but I know people will be like, it says ships and not sales. So I specifically use Nintendo's verbiage here.
How about
But
you could have
yes,
said
it
maybe
means sold.
Octopath Traveler ships 1 million units to people.
But they
worldwide.
don't do that. They ship them to retailers.
Yeah, but to people who have purchased them.
There's a ship rate and a sold through rate.
How about-
And
how about
and the weirdest part is
Octopath Traveler ships 1 million sold units
The weird part is that in the game industry, a lot of the financial reports will say the sold through number means sold through to retailers, doesn't mean to consumers. Ships means actually shipped out to customers through the retailers. So shipped means sold and sold means shipped. In my opinion, it sounds backwards, but we are talking about a sold number here.
And
One
McNally, people with shoes on their head and hamburgers eat people.
Hi, Joe. Thanks for joining us. Link to the Past says, I remember reading from a certain someone on his website that the demand for Octopath was choreographed by intentionally limiting stock. This can finally put that ignorance to rest. Yes, I saw those comments too. People are like, it's out of stock in Japan and on Amazon because Square Enix and Nintendo artificially created that. They manufactured a very small amount so they could be like, it's sold out everywhere. Well, here's 1 million sold in less than a month for a brand new IP and an RPG at that. These are great. These are great numbers. Great numbers. It's really cool to see. You picked the one that is the loudest. That is the one that's specifically the loudest.
All right, I'm turning that one down.
Give me a combo. Yeah, do like 3/4 then. Give me a combo breaker again.
Give me celery, man.
Still a little loud, right?
Yeah.
That one is.
Sorry, I also hit it hard. That might be.
Yeah, the harder you hit it, the louder it is. Yes,
I
definitely.
got really excited. So it comes up purple if you use them, huh?
It comes up purple if you use them.
Yeah, if it's already been played.
Yeah.
So that's handy.
You say, oh, that is handy because now you know what ones you're using a lot. Wow. Incredible.
I'd like to use all of them at some point.
Hurry up already.
I'd like to use all of them someday. All right, here's something that
Sorry, I used that one. You didn't. Can we color that differently?
Can delete it and re-upload it. Here's something that I don't agree with, but Nintendo says it's the case. So, the
World is flat.
Mombrain and Kirby. The original system that Nintendo released for games?
Yes.
The Famicom?
Well, our version.
The NES?
Oh, is this about the pronunciation of
yes,
the game?
Nintendo says.
NES.
Nintendo says you're supposed to say it NES.
No.
Nope.
I mean, really.
Your words are as empty as your soul.
Colloquially, it's just my Nintendo. Like
I saw people saying that.
When I was a kid and it was new, I never called it my NES.
Well,
I called
because
it my Nintendo.
There was only one.
And it also became like just the generic term for playing games. Like,
yeah.
Do you want to come over and play Nintendo?
Yeah.
And there might have been some
my
Sega
entertainment
Genesis.
system. Nintendo's the brand.
Gonna go out and buy you a Nintendo. Like, I was.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of people did that until the Super Nintendo came out, and then they were like,
For me, it was probably until like my 20s that I called it.
I remember seeing a commercial for the Power Rangers game on the Super Nintendo, and I think it was like Zordon. He referred to the system as the Super NES. I was like, that's wrong.
See, like Super Nintendo is fine. SNES I don't like, but it's fine. But Super NES is completely wrong.
Super NES.
It sounds like I've been seeing this comment a lot. It sounds like over in the UK, a lot of people call it the NES, and that was the normal thing over there. But
whatever.
Whatever, you idiots. But yeah, I also always said NES. I never said NES. And I'm not saying that's wrong, but I think we can all agree that no one ever really said the Nintendo Entertainment System. No one went through all the trouble to say all that.
People at Nintendo.
Yeah. Total Henshin says, I've always said it like NES. So does this mean that the successor is pronounced SNES? Because that's how I pronounce that as well. I mean, Nintendo didn't say there's not, or at least in WarioWare Gold, it hasn't been looked up yet. So I don't know. That's a good question.
That's called the SNES. Come on, guys.
Let's play some of that SNES. And then the last top story is site updates, which I didn't make a top story. And there's one other story I want to talk about.
It sure is boring around here.
There's one other story I want to talk about that I didn't make a top story.
Why not?
I don't know. Peach Ball Senran Kagura, which is not related to Princess Peach, is a pinball game featuring the Senran Kagura girls. And as you might know, the Senran Kagura franchise is all about girls
Getting
fighting each
nude.
other and getting naked.
Is that the story I walked in on you posting and you were like, just doing some work in here?
I was looking at the pre-order bonuses for the game in Japan, and it's all like naked girls.
Bonuses.
I'm doing work in here.
The pre-order
bonuses. So, they had a presentation for the Senran Kagura franchise in general, and during that presentation, they showed Peach Ball Senran Kagura, which is an upcoming spin-off game for the Switch that is pinball, featuring the Senran Kagura girls. I'm going to explain the story, I guess. Some guy, I don't know who it is, took these girls from Senran Kagura and has enslaved them, but also turned them into like human animals too.
Right.
So it's like basically they still look like girls, but they have like cat ears or tails and stuff. But it's like, like a little fur over the boobs, a little fur on the old undercarriage and stuff like that.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with a little fur on the old undercarriage.
And you have to play pinball to save them, of course.
Right.
But there's like, I think that I don't remember what they're called. It's called Sexy and Super Sexy something, like Actions or something. I don't know. But there's like, here, hit the pinballs into the girl's boobs, or like, here, she's got her legs spread, try and get the ball in the hole. And like, if you do it enough, like special actions happen. So like like hands will come in and rub the girls, or like a rubber ducky comes down and sprays them with water and they're all soaked and everything. So they were showing this during a live stream on Nico Nico. Nico Nico, which is a streaming site in Japan, and they also were showing it on YouTube. Now the thing is, this was it was a very long presentation because they were covering the whole franchise. But interspersed in between the gameplay footage and talking about games, they also had like little like segments. One of the segments saw the producer of the franchise going to like a sex shop and buying like sex toys and stuff. But another segment had had women dressed like real life women dressed like the girls in this game. So they were in like cat costumes, but scantily clad with their boobs out and stuff like that. And they went they went behind cardboard cutouts of the girls, but the cardboard cutouts weren't for their face, for their boobs. So they would push their boobs through the cutout, and the hosts of the show were playing a game where that's how many ping pong balls they could throw at the girls' boobs. And I'm laughing because at this point, YouTube censored the stream and shut it down for indecent content. I've never seen a live stream censored and shut down as it was going on. That's absolutely amazing. So I don't know if I really don't think there's an algorithm that is watching live streams to see if it's appropriate content. Like, I think just it goes to archived and then it gets censored. But I think someone must have been watching this and been like, we got to shut this down. So if you want to see that presentation, you can't see it on YouTube.
No, wait.
But you can see it on Nico
For the
Nico.
rest of the world, but we can keep watching. That's what they said.
Well, it's still on Nico Nico, so you can watch it there. So I just thought that was a funny story. But again, they didn't show any nudity. Just very scantily clad women. No nudity. All right, that's your top stories, which took way too long. Oh my God, way too long.
Oh, jeez.
We're not doing a question this week. There's no time. I'm sorry. Not yet. Just get ready. He's still got the soundboard. He doesn't. No, not yet. We'll do what we've played, and then we'll pass it over. Kirby, what'd you play?
I didn't play anything.
Okay, great. Nikki Hill, what'd you play?
I've been playing. I've re-downloaded the game Balls with a Z. Don't know why. And I downloaded Toon Blast on my phone.
Oh,
that's
because I talked about it.
Well, not just because you talked.
I didn't remember if I talked about it with you or not.
You did, but I don't know if it came up while I was doing Sudoku. You did, and I saw ads. Plus that delightful Ryan.
Seacrest?
The other Ryan. Well,
Gosling.
Reynolds. He's in ads for it now too. And if it's good enough for him, it's good enough for me. And okay. I read about it on Reddit.
Oh.
No, I was just playing that. And
what level are you on?
Cool. 100 and something.
Already? Wow. I'm at like 175.
It's they do the tournament and you have to like get a certain like the most stars, and then you can get like
Yeah.
coins and
Yeah.
stuff. I'm at 108, and I'm ranked number 6 right now. 197 stars, but not doing too well. For a little while yesterday, last night I was number 3.
Oh,
And
congratulations.
then I woke up and I was like, I don't see the top no more.
Thanks for stopping in, Joe.
Oh, but I'll tell you one thing.
Joe says, I gotta go now. My friend Rachel just turned up. She doesn't believe it's live. Say hi to her to prove a point. I will not. Yeah, go ahead.
Wait, is this the time when we're supposed to say hi, Rachel?
No, we don't say it. She's not gonna believe it anyway. You know how Rachel is, not our friend Rachel.
Listen, he wanted
Joe's
us to say
friend
it,
Rachel.
and now I think we're at the time where we're supposed to say it.
Yeah.
He's leaving.
We gotta really make it believable.
Nope, not doing it.
Why not?
All right. Hi, Rachel.
Hi.
Thanks for not believing your friend.
Hey, Rachel.
Anything else you played?
Well, no, but I was going to say, like, when you lose,
Good day, sir.
there's the little, like, the button that says keep playing, like you pay to keep
Yeah.
playing, is the same as the continue button when you complete it.
Yeah.
That's really tricky.
I've spent so much money.
No, but they give you coins, and at first you get like a lot of coins when you level up. And one time I just didn't want to wait to like gain points, so I just used some of those coins. And then the next time, there's the button that says keep playing for 100 coins, but if you click out of that, you can buy 5 lives for 100 coins. And I thought the keep playing was the same as the 5 lives. So I wasted 100 stinking coins just to get 5 extra turns out of something. I'm bummed.
Sorry. I've hit that button by accident too. So
Yeah.
It happens. That's it?
Sudoku. And like weeks ago, I played that other game, Hollow something like. Oh, no.
But you haven't been. Yeah, you talked about it last
I haven't played anything other than that. I'm
Back to work.
Back to work. I'm in a dark place, man.
Mom Brain?
Nope.
Nothing? That's
Romy,
great.
what'd you play?
Oh, thank you, Mom Brain. I didn't play any Fortnite this week.
All right, goodbye, everybody.
I haven't. I want to. I just haven't. I've been so annoyed with them not fixing the motion control issue. I've reached out to 3 people directly at Epic, and I haven't heard anything yet.
What's
I might
motion
have to go
control?
to Mark Brain, the bathroom right now. Here I go.
What? There's motion controls?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And when they first implemented them, they were great. But then they did another update, and if you play inverse, when I play with motion controls, I want to pull the controller towards me to look up, which is what it was. Now, if you select inverse for the joystick, because I'm still using the right joystick to do looking around and stuff, I'm just motion controls for fine tuning. It inverts the inverse, so I guess it makes it regular. So now
it inverts the motion control.
Yeah, so now I have to push forward, and I'm like, no. So now I can either play inverse with wrong motion controls, or play no motion controls.
Yeah. What is the opposite of inverse?
Regular. That's what it says. Regular.
Just verse?
What's the opposite of verse?
Inverse. Unverse.
No, what's the opposite of verse? A word. It's whatever.
Silence.
Oh, chorus?
Out chorus. So I haven't been playing that. But I have been playing Iconoclasts, and I didn't play it on the PS4.
That's a free to play as well?
No.
Oh.
Iconoclast is a regular old game. It's a Metroidvania game that was very highly praised, and I was super excited about it. And I was like, boy, this would be a perfect fit for the Switch. Let me just wait a little bit. And then the developer was like, hey, we're bringing it to Switch. And I was like, hey, that's where I want it.
What do we call them? Castle Troid games instead of Metroidvania.
You can do that.
I think that's nice.
So I've been playing it. It is a Metroidvania that has very lovely pixel graphics, very nicely animated. It's got really satisfying combat, like the weapons and your connection with hits feels really good. It's got a lot of neat little touches in it that I think just add to an experience. Like when you get hit and you lose health, your health bar is up in a corner, but the health, you see the health like drop out of the health bar. It's just like a neat little touch. I was like, oh, look at that. But the game itself is about you being a mechanic, but mechanics are like, the game is about religion, but it's not talking about religion.
What is this game called?
Well, it talks about religion, but not in our terms. Like, there's like, you know, all these different groups of people, and they all believe these different religious things, and that's why everybody's fighting. And like, mechanics are like only supposed to be sanctioned by one group, so there's rogue mechanics that get in trouble, and if you get caught being a mechanic, you have to pay penance, which usually means they blow up your house. And so people are praying to all these different things and arguing with each other about what's right and what's wrong. So, you know, just like regular life. But it's in a Metroidvania where you are a mechanic, a non-sanctioned mechanic, and you have a giant wrench that you use to get around the environment. You swing off of bolts, you wrench open doors, you can hit enemies with it. Your wrench gets power-ups like electricity, so you can electrify tracks and travel on them, or you can hit enemies.
You're getting around with a wrench.
And they don't know you're a mechanic.
And the place isn't collapsing around you. You're loosening all the bolts.
There's wrenches for doors.
Or tightening.
And there's just bolts hanging around. Or there's bolts for...
I've got wrenches for days.
There's bolts for doors.
What is this game called?
Iconoclast.
Iconoclast.
Yes. It's very good. And I didn't know that it had so much intricate story to it. I had no idea. I thought it was just a really good Metroidvania, but now there's a really interesting story going on with a bunch of very well-developed characters, and it's very engaging. I put maybe 4 hours into it. It's a great Metroidvania in and of itself, so if you just like Metroidvanias, you'll definitely like this one. But I'm sure that once the people play it, if you're very opinionated about religion, or religion is very important to you, this game might upset you, or it might really engage you. I don't know, but religion is definitely a huge part of the game. So it's very good. Feels very well done. My only real complaint so far is the music. When I play Metroidvania games, I expect great music. I don't know. There's just certain genres because you're what?
There's an Andy Warhol character.
Yeah, because there's you know, you're spending a lot of time in these similar environments, and you need a tune to go well with that. I finally heard a song last night that I actually really enjoyed. But other than that, I found the songs to be forgettable. I don't want to say they're bad, but they are forgettable. But last night hopefully means where the music I heard means good things for the music that's going to come later in the game. I don't know, but you know, that might just be my own thing where I'm like, Metroidvanias need to have really good music. But I play so many Metroidvanias with great music that, like, Hollow Knight's soundtrack is fantastic. It's not something you're going to like put on in the car and like drive to it, but it's a very great like atmospheric soundtrack. Really well done. I'll do what I want. So I think that's the only thing I've been playing.
Yeah. I watch these trailers, and all it makes me want to do is not play it.
Well,
too intimidating.
The trailer.
The boss fight.
Maybe you're just intimidated by Metroidvanias.
Maybe I just live with a lot of guilt and fear.
That too. But Metroidvanias seem like they make you very worried.
Every game makes me worried. Here, you want to play this game? You'll really like it.
I got music. You want to hear it? You want to hear it?
Oh, my brain, do you need the...
Now she
should
take it, yes. Yeah. Isn't this nice you guys share during the show?
That's so friendly.
I mean, if you have a sound you really want to play, you still can. It's just going to come out of those speakers.
I think we're good.
All right. Here's the first one.
People can see your screen.
Well, then they saw so much already.
That's good. You're good that way.
They're not competing.
Well, they are.
What do they get?
If not, you will.
Why do you have that?
Well, that was just a little joke sent to us from Sergio ALB64.
Another one, Dunkin' Spice.
Who says, hello, Mom Brain. I have a meme/joke submittal that I think RMC will get a kick out of. That's the medium thing he got in a voicemail around 6 years ago.
Oh, I remember.
I don't remember if it ended up being a real game.
Nope.
Since it's a joke submittal, they can take the point. It's from Webisode 335.
Whoa. Yeah, I definitely remember that. I was thinking about that not too long ago, actually.
That was so terrifying. Okay, the first song comes to us from B. Mori. I think. Good with volume?
don't think it's first party.
It is.
Oh, I wasn't sure.
Finish that.
No.
Yeah, what system? It's a console.
Wait.
All right. First party, stupid stuff. All right. Is it like a Wii blank?
Art house game.
We play.
We play. Yep.
Okay.
We play motion. This one comes from Glitter Bubble 3.
Oh yeah. It's Konami.
No.
What?
Ultra. Oh, it is Konami.
Thank you. Thank you. Konami's got that drum and bass. I hear it anywhere. This is the same guy who did the music for Turtles and Bayou Billy. I can tell you that.
Yeah, it's just like a turtle.
It's so good.
It is licensed.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. So, brand outside of video games.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I was going to guess the second Metal Gear, but that's not what it is. Monsters in my pocket.
No.
What's this then?
NES. Samurai Pete's Cats.
No.
SWAT.
No.
Cats. Franchise still around today?
No. Yeah.
Okay, X-Men or
The Punisher?
No.
James Bond Jr.
No.
Ah, one day. Oh, it's so good.
Hurry up, I gotta pee.
Should have taken care of that already. I'm so sorry. I don't know. Go ahead. We don't know.
Mission Impossible
Ay.
from Glitter Bubble 3. This one comes from Mikey3319.
We'll get half a point for guessing Konami.
No.
Honeymoon Suite. The musical tour.
All right. Is this a portable?
No.
What is N64?
No.
What is it?
Super Nintendo.
Oh, very good. For Super Nintendo.
SNES.
The Super NES.
This is super.
SNES.
SNES. Licensed?
No.
I got nothing.
What?
Because it feels like a
Summer sports game.
It kind of feels like it could be first party.
I don't think it is.
It's either a surfing game or a racing game.
It's a racing game.
A surf racing game?
Super Nintendo racing game.
May not be the kind of racing
Red
you
racing.
think.
Is it Uniracers?
It is.
Oh,
Did
wow.
Nintendo publish that? I don't remember.
What do we look like, Romy?
Mikey 3319 sends us that Uniracers. This one comes from Steven Tendo, and it's Steven Tendo's first submission.
Thank you, Steven Tendo. He sends us tips and emails.
It sounds familiar.
This is 9 Inch Nails. Tool.
Killer Instinct.
Well,
Is it Doom?
It is.
whoa!
That's why.
Should have guessed that. This is
Great job.
Disturbed.
This one comes from Wolfring Chaser.
Oh man, I love that synth or MIDI, whatever you want to call it. Okay, could be Battletoads.
Nope.
Could be Double Dragon.
Nope.
It's got that drum beat to it. Super Nintendo.
Mm-hmm.
Super NES.
Super NES. SNES.
SNES.
Bow, 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 wimini, beepony. Bow, 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 wah, 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 Okay. You're looking like it's something I know. Oh. All right, I'm getting like a. Is this sci-fi vibe?
Not specifically.
What the hell does that mean?
I mean, it's
So
not
whose
the title.
question?
You.
Okay, how about his question?
What was it?
I
License.
just asked if it was licensed.
Oh, I don't think so,
Okay.
but maybe.
Turn it up on. This is kind of good.
Jazz flute in there.
Give me more of that jazz flute. Evo.
No.
Damn it. What's that game? I can't think of it.
Is it about a robot?
I don't think so.
It's a game I'm trying to think of the name of it. It's just not.
Clock?
Go ahead. I don't know.
Super Pinball Behind the Mask.
Of course.
Wow.
Behind
Uh-huh.
the mask.
Yes.
Mask.
This next song comes from
How would we perform playing pinball?
Jet Jaguar.
Focus all attacks. Is this NES? Just regular NES?
Yes.
I am scared. Licensed?
I don't think so, but it was put out by Milton Bradley.
It's not Time Lord.
No.
I don't know what else Milton Bradley did. We are not doing well this time.
That's on you. I know.
You have any guess? I know.
No.
We got nothing.
It is Abadox, The Deadly Inner War.
Yeah. I never played it. I know the
That
name
was
of it.
from Jet Jaguar. The next song comes from Andy the Zombie.
We need to get one here.
Art style.
No.
This is a portable.
No.
Is this first party?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. What system?
64.
Okay. Could be like a sports game. Could be like a Mario Golf.
No.
Tennis.
No.
Party?
Yeah.
Oh boy, I don't know. Mario Party.
It's Mario Party. Yeah.
Okay.
That came to us from Andy the Zombie. Here comes one from Naka.
Yeah, we got a lot of like this kind of vibe in this show. What system is this?
64.
It's good on the 64. There's so few games with 64 that have good music. It's not first party.
I don't think so.
There's Hobbit.
It's a Rareware game.
Oh, don't tell us that. Jet Force Gemini?
No.
Perfect Dark.
Yes.
I would have gotten there with that noise.
Oh, well, there you have it. It was Perfect Dark, and it was from Naka. This one comes from Prat Trap.
Oh god, it's one of those ones. Yeah. It's a Nintendo game. What is it though? I never remember.
Ice Climbers? Balloon
No,
Fight?
no.
Yeah, like Clue Land
No.
Wait, was
Donkey
that all, was that
Kong.
all the music?
2, Donkey
Oh,
Kong
Madness.
3,
Donkey Kong?
Donkey Kong.
March of the Minis? Actually, that's it.
Where else we going with Donkey Kong?
Junior?
Oh. Junior.
That was Donkey Kong Jr. from Prat Trap. Last song comes from Darren, who loved this game.
It's not Super Nintendo.
No,
It's more GBA.
it is GBA.
song?
Turn it up a little
It's the game that you had to use the sun light. Sun.
Okay.
bit. That was Bok choy, yeah.
The sun is in your salad.
Is it first party?
No, it's Sega.
There's certain publishers you can't tell us. Like Sega's very. I mean, I still don't know what it is. But
It's GBA?
Yeah.
Is it Gunstar?
No.
Super Heroes?
Fantasy Star.
No.
It's not Sonic.
No.
Oh, is it Altered Beast?
No.
Or no, wait, that was THQ.
What would this be from Sega?
Spoiler knows.
What the hell was this game? Is it a franchise? A Sega franchise? You don't recognize it.
Not as a Sega franchise. I don't think.
Is it licensed?
I think so.
Oh boy. I don't know. Just go ahead. We don't know.
Astro Boy.
Oh no! And you guessed Gunstar. Damn it! We should have kept going.
Yeah, that's right. That was
All
a
right.
treasure game, too.
So you got We Play.
Damn it!
but
We
you
didn't get a lot.
Mission
Okay, we didn't get a lot.
I got 3 of them.
You got Uniracers, you got Doom, you didn't get the pinball game. You got Mario Party, but you didn't get Abadox. You got Perfect Dark and Donkey Kong Jr. You didn't get Astro Boy. So 10, 8, 7, 6.
Well, I guess we did better than we did better than.
Then I gotta go. I gotta whiz.
Yeah, it wasn't really a failure.
No.
Only half.
Adequate. No, I guess that'd be a failure. 6 out of 10, right? Is still a F, isn't it?
Wasn't there one where the announcer says success?
There was in the game. I don't think I have that on.
Oh,
Trouble.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next week. Goodbye, everybody.
With this one?
Yeah.
Not even close.
Not even close. Well, here, since we're after show, take your
Oh, sure.
dingly do back. Not even close.
Well, this has been fun. I missed you guys. When was it last year? I don't remember.
It was
Was it just that I
2 or
missed
3
the last
weeks
2
ago?
weeks because you went away, or did I thought I missed one before that too? I couldn't have because I was playing that other Hollow Knight game.
I don't mean to push the issue, but is there any way
That I
can
can
hang
spray?
out?
Not really. Why? What do you have to do?
No. Because thought maybe we could go have another pancake adventure.
No, I definitely can't.
Had a great time last time. What is my favorite musical instrument, says Omar.
Skin flute.
Theremin.
He has a theremin.
Do you like the theremin?
Rusty trombone. He likes him. He likes him to be sat out for a while.
Like real instrument or game instrument?
Oh, if it's a game instrument, it's the fart bass.
I do love
What
the
about
bass.
what about that Brazilian instrument that goes?
Yeah, whatever you call that. I don't know.
Yeah, what is it called?
Oh, I don't know. That's a good question. That'd be great walking into like Guitar Center and like, hey, you got that, got that Brazilian instrument? Yeah, sure, we got it. He's calling 911. Oh man, that's funny. Favorite instrument?
Keytar.
That's tough. You know what I always thought sounded really cool? That, oh boy, am I going to sound like a real American now? That Japanese guitar, you know, or stringed instrument.
Oh, I know. I know.
Japanese? Oh,
Yeah,
It's almost like a banjo or something.
Yeah. You know the one I'm talking about.
Not a sitar. It's a yakashama or something. What is it?
That sounds close. Sure.
Yeah, I have no idea what it's called.
Yeah, but
Roth picks his favorite instrument and he says it's the saxophone.
you're not going to believe this.
What?
Oboe?
That's what it's called?
Come on, play it.
What's he waiting for?
Play it already.
There it is. It's a stick, right?
No.
No.
It looks like a drum,
What?
and all it is this.
Oh, so my favorite instrument's the straw.
It's basically a straw in a top. I can't do it because I stretched.
Omar wants to know your favorite instruments, you two.
I really like that Brazilian samba thing.
Does the video say what it's called?
Yeah. Next time I go out to eat, baby, I'm going to start practicing. Oh, we can't do it. They don't give you straws anymore.
I don't. Oh, it's called. Sounds like cuica. It's a cuica.
Cuica.
Cuica. C-U-I-C-A.
Cuica.
I like the human body, as in ham boning.
So ham boning, yes.
Good answer.
I sent that ham boning video to the group chat, right?
I think I did.
Oh,
Didn't I send it?
I don't know. I've seen it so many times. I don't know. Let me ask this again. That ham boning guy has been in the group chat, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I believe I remember seeing it before I sent it to everyone.
Jumpman says, yeah, the Cuica, the instrument for Gorons in Zelda. Oh, is that the same instrument making that noise? No. Really? The one that's like, hula, hula, hoo, hoo, oh, hula. Yeah, I guess that could be the same instrument. Holy moly, whoever's playing it is amazing. That's a real different sound out of that. I'm over here. Oh, peed to bed.
No, it's just there's sheets drying on the line. And
all right, guys, the show's
Okay.
done exporting. Thanks for hanging with us. I hope you were happy to hear the soundboard back.
beautiful.
I will make that louder. Thanks for watching. Listen, we'll see you next week. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
We're still live. No, we're not.